Good morning, Tamers. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back for another episode of the Digimon Colosseum. As we start with Hexeblaumon versus AguBond. As we're starting off as a normal set of like Digimon, where we are hatching um the main like Digi-Egg for the Hexeblaumon, and pretty much just going into the Gorillamon just to pass one, as the Agumon is gonna start off with the Demi Maramon and going into the Agumon. The Agumon is gonna be very pretty normal start off as we go to Tai Kamiya to passing over to two. This is possibly going to be our last like episode for the Digimon Colosseum series, as we're gonna be doing more of theme decks as we progress through EX01. Kind of just putting more content out there as much as I can, probably doing the best of ones. Um, and I've really been enjoying building decks as much as I can, and more deck profiles will be on the way as the nationals did just happen. This episode is gonna be out probably today on a Wednesday, so if you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a like and let us know what you guys would like to see if I can make it as a possible best of one deck profiles or deck going the deck versus deck. So we right now have the AguBond showing the power of Tai, not Madishida, of Tai, since it's the AguBond on the right side. The Hexeblaumon already has the stack set up on the left. Pretty much ready to just get rid of the sources and pretty much attack for the security with jamming, as the AguBond has the Greymon with the Lightning Joust, pretty much attacking with the security +1 +2,000 plus an extra like 1,000 from the Damimaramon. Pretty much gonna get over two securities. I'm gonna like window down the security of the Hexeblaumon side as much as possible, and then just playing a memory boost to search out for pretty much getting ready for the next turn, hopefully to hit a bond of Bravery. Unfortunately, hits two Agumons and two Gaia forces. For the bond of Bravery is really good. Especially when you're pretty much playing the Champion Rush. As the Hexeblaumon is going to attack the security. With the Hexeblaumon getting rid of the two sources, gaining jamming. So going to get ready from the Gomamon and going to draw a card from the Nyanamon. If I recall correctly, it is Nyanamon. Going to be a little hard to remember certain names, but and with the Majoramon is going to make on suspend and just going to attack over the Greymon, so they cannot go, since I do run the level 5s in the Skull Greymon, the new one from EX01. It's best to leave them with those like the window sources, and since knowing that there is a possibility of a bond of Bravery, I'm going to go into the Omnimon to attack over the security, just so that the bond of Bravery cannot attack over the Hexeblaumon, since he will have like sources. And with the tie out, drawing cards and getting memory, it was the best way to pretty much not let them get advantage by blowing up the Hexeblaumon and then starting to stack all over again. As they're just gonna go into a Greymon again, I'm going to attack to the security, going to gain a memory from the market, since it is a Greymon attacking, and with the Cormon is going to draw one card, attacking to the security, hitting a Howling Memory Boost, which is just right now just a free +2 to your memory when the turn goes over, and then going to evolve to a Skull Greymon, pretty much implying that if you delete me, I do get like a free like Agumon, but if you don't get rid of me, it does have the secret attack +1, and when it attacks, I still get another like Agumon, so pretty much potentially having lethal on board no matter what, while still like giving over 2 free memory. Going to go into the Agumon. Pretty much the Hexeblaumon has to get rid of 2 things at once, or make it so that the Agumon cannot attack by either hard slamming a Hexeblaumon. So either way, having the Agumon here going to attack over the Skullgreymon, no matter what was the source. They could attack over the security and they would still be in lethal range, since there's only 2 sources, 2 securities. So it became really hard for no matter what, as they're gonna put up a blocker with the Colosseum and going to pass over to 1 to have a blocker in the racing, just in case. At least now they're not prone to lethal, but they still have 2 attacks. The market's gonna set it up to 3, and they're gonna hatch a Digimon. This potentially is not lethal anymore, because unless they have the bond of Bravery, which they do, they're going to activate the Technopedia to go into the bond of Bravery. This is still lethal on board, as they're going to get rid of the 2 securities, going to 0, going to gain 2 just in case they hit the Hammer Sparks. They are going to be free to, and because of the Agumon, they're going to lose 1 memory no matter what. So if they hit a Hammer Spark, it will pass over the turn, but they do not hit the Hammer Spark. They just hit a Soren Joe, and the Agumon's going to take game 1 with a very fast and decisive game. As we head over to game 2, they're the Hexeblaumon is gonna go first. This is a very tricky matchup, since the Bond of Bravery is like definitely much more aggro, going to hit the security for a lot more than any other deck, and for the Hexeblaumon you kind of need a bit of time to set up, which the Agumon does not let you have, as they're going to pass over the turn with 2, and the promo Greymon is gonna be put in the racing, and just hard play like Agumon, putting a lot of pressure on board, possibly checking 3 securities in the next turn, unless a Hexeblaumon is put on board, as the Quartermon is gonna be promoted. And going into the Shakuamon, which is a really good tech, especially with against a Rookie Rush, and we do see a Hexeblaumon being passed over to 3, so the Agumon cannot swing at all, which is really good, as they're going to leave the Greymon in the security and just going to hard cast a Gaia Force, pretty much eliminating a problem as they see fit, so that they are set up for next turn to just attack for 3 security, which is really good. Then it's gonna drop a Soren Joe, and I believe drops another Soren Joe, pretty much showing that there's nothing in hand anymore, and there's no the follow-up play, as the Bond of Bravery is going to like pretty much hit for 2 security at 6k with Digimon, and the EX-01 the Agumon is going to search for an Agumon from the top 3, so they are they do get free with the Digimon. There are 6k, and the Absolute Blast was a mistake here. I was thinking of a different card when I seen it. Does not really play in does not really matter at this case. The Agumon would not have been able to go for another security, but this pretty much just makes it so that there's still no board presence. If they attack with the Greymon next turn, it was still gonna go like into the bottom either way. But it pretty much just gives it like a free turn of no attacking, which in the long run, the same the board state would have been like pretty much like the absolute same, so it does not really matter, as the Hexeblaumon is going to slowly set up their line in the racing once again, going all the way to the Gaumon, as the Agumon is going to go with the Agumon that they just searched, and then play a Marcus Daemon. So now they are set up to always start the turn with 3 memory. As the Gaumon, I believe, is going to be pushed up. Or maybe not. Nope, it's not going to get push up. It's going to risk one of their securities just to set up a Hexeblaumon so they do not get blown out again on their turn. And if they can attack during the next turn, they're going to be able to pretty much strip away any of the secured any of the of the board of their sources, as well as be able to pretty much hold anything without a source, as the Quadramon is pretty much played on top of Agumon, being able to block the Hexeblaumon, but it doesn't matter since the Hexeblaumons can strip away the sources and not be able to be blocked as they're going to attack. Gonna gain the jamming and the security. They're going to gain 1 memory, I believe. No, they're going to draw from the Nanomon because a source got stripped, and the Hexeblaumon is going to hit into a Bravery, but because it has jamming, it doesn't matter. Now the Quadramon cannot block, and they pretty much get free memory next turn, since the Quadramon will have no sources, and then just hard play a Madoki Betamon so that the red player cannot gain any more memory. As they're just gonna drop down a tie, leave the Agumon racing, showing that they don't have deep on Bravery, or if they did have deep on Bravery, it doesn't matter at the moment, and they're just going to hard drop another Gaia Force on the Hexeblaumon, letting the Quadramon block, giving away a whole lot of memory, 8 memory plus the 2 from the Sora and Joe, putting them all the way up to 10, pretty much giving them a free free building, they just get a free sack this turn, as the Belucamon is going to be put in the racing. The Madoki Betamon, knowing that the Bravery doesn't really play any any memory gainers, gonna go into the Gorillamon for 1 memory, going to a Majira-mon for 3 memory, and then going to go into a Zulogmon for 5 memory, gaining 1 memory back because there's one Digimon with no sources. Attacking into the security, they are able to block, but it doesn't matter as the Gaia Force is all the way on top, just waiting, knowing that there's a lot of options in the deck that's just gonna get a free kill right there. Gonna go into the Quadramon in the racing. That was very unfortunate for the Hexeblaumon side. And Gaia Forces everywhere. There was already 3 played, and as they put the Gaumon in the secured in the racing area, passing over 3, and they're gonna gain 1 memory and draw 1 card from the tie as they promote the Agumon. As the Bond of Bravery is going to come out, nice old art, going to get rid of 2 of their own securities, being put at 1, drawing a card, and going to swing with the Bond of Bravery, having the +1 security attack, as the Ice Wolf is going to gain them 2 memory, and still going to get rid of the of the 2 securities, but the Bond of Bravery is going to die since it is the end of turn. With 1 the security left on the Bond of Bravery side, gonna gain 4 memory from Sora and Joe. I believe my mind got very narrow sighted as I saw the HexeAzulog for free hacking, when the Gaumon was gonna be right there to be able to bounce back the blocker and attack with HexeAzulog, revealing a Geogramon. No matter what, the Geogramon was gonna be there in the security to win the game next turn, so it did not really matter since there was no way for them to. Actually, it was, since this would have been game with Omnimon, and the blocker would not have been there, so that it would have potentially brought it to a game 3. That's the only mistake of me playing with 2 different decks. But as the days go on, I will try to do more of the live on the commentary, so more of the thought process go through each and every game. But that is 2-0 for the Bond of Bravery. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next installment or next series of the Digimon TCG. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.